What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another FELSBRUNN episode here on the PC. Of course, I do appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? And welcome in. Welcome in. Oh. Alright, let's unfold the combine, John. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? Welcome in, guys. This is the first video since the update 1.3. And there are lots of changes. The biggest one that I've noticed so far is the Rubicon. But that's just me. We'll get to that later, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, so what we're gonna do, guys, sorry, I've just lost my train of thought completely. What I'm gonna do is I am going to harvest my way over to some of our new fields, because you guys have seen me harvest over here. So I figured we would go harvest over in the new fields, you know, change it up a little bit. At least that's my theory in life. I don't know. But that's my theory. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go harvest our way over to our new fields. And then we'll bring our combines. Oh, by the way, the other thing is on the HUD down there in the bottom right. It tells you percentage now. It's so nice. And it tells you what you actually have. It's like says soybean instead of just the symbol. Which would have been great when the game was new. Now that, like, we all know symbols and everything, it's like no big deal. But when this game was new, would have been very nice. Just throwing that out there. I feel like things are quiet, by the way. I feel like this game is really quiet today, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I feel like I'm quiet too, so I've been doing some changes here lately to my audio and stuff. We can bump that up a little bit. There we go. Been doing some changes and some messing with the setup here, and I've probably boogered something up that I probably shouldn't have, if you know what I'm saying. So hopefully this video's okay. It should be okay. It should be okay. It should be okay. Recording, I just want to make sure I'm looking at stuff over here. Make sure I have it all done right, and I do. Okay, so we're good. But yeah, so the other thing that's actually happened is like 5-6 episodes ago, I got a new editing program. I've been kind of looking to increase my render speeds here lately, and got the new I always want to call it Sony, but it's the Vegas Pro 16. And the reason I went with that one is the GPU acceleration actually works now. So it uses the video card processing capabilities to help out the CPU and render. Honestly, I think it's a lot faster. These 20-minute videos usually take, or no, these are 30-minute videos. They usually take around an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes sometimes. Kind of depends on what else I have going on the computer, of course. But with the new software, oh wow, that's actually really good then. Because for some reason I was thinking these are 20-minute videos. They're not. They're around 30 minutes. It was rendering a 30-minute video in around 30 to 35 minutes, let's say. So it was screaming through them. Actually, now that I think about it, that is fantastic. Wow. Okay, I was a little mistaken there. What I'm really looking for here is with the 24-hour stream coming up April 13th into the 14th, which by the time this video comes out, I think it's past. Well, yeah, probably past. But what I'm looking at there is with the 24-hour stream coming up, it's like, man, I really need this game is quiet. Okay. Let's go look at things here. Turn that up. That's better. When you zoom out, the game gets quiet anyway. So, but with the 24-hour stream coming up, it's like, man, I'm gonna have 24 hours of footage to render through, and it's like that's gonna kind of suck. Let's be real. So there's that. So that's why I was like, okay, I got to do something with my render program because I just need to do something. You know, Right now, a 3.5 hour stream is taking like 8 hours to render, and I'm gonna have 24 hours of footage to render. So there's that. So that would take like forever in 3 days, I'm pretty sure. So instead of doing that, I was like, you know what? I want to show you guys this. I know I don't need the Rubicon right now, but I'll show you the difference here. It is a drastic difference with the Rubicon. It's kind of neat. I kind of like it the way it looks actually now. But there's a very, very big difference here. You'll see in just a second. Got to get it winged out all the way, unfolded, whatever you want to call it. And boom. The spray pattern is so different now. I mean, so different now. Just saying. I think it looks good, though. I like it. So that's just to me. That's my opinion. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. But to me, it's very different. So there is that. We're going to park the older Rubicon for now. We don't need it right now, of course. We just need to harvest. We have almost 300,000 liters of soybeans, by the way. So that's good. That is good. We did our one harvest, like I was saying. I did one soybean all field harvest that I own, and that's what's in the bin. So we should get around 600,000 off everything, which would be pretty good. Just saying, it'd be pretty good. So I'll be pretty happy with that. So probably what we'll do, guys, is we'll do this video and then do another a jump towards like the end of the harvest, because you guys have seen me harvest enough. It's time to jump around. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, it is definitely time. It is definitely time. So we're gonna do that. But we're here. We're gonna harvest in this video. Harvest field 14. At least our combine's 80%, which is awesome. Like, I just harvested my way here. I'm like, you gotta drive it anyway, so. What's it hurt, right? What's it hurt? Cedar. We want to go ahead and switch our cedar off of soybeans. We can go to wheat. I'm okay with that. I just want to get it off soybeans while I'm thinking of it, because I know I'm going to forget. And I know it's going to be bad, because I'm going to get like halfway through my planting and plant soybeans and be like, ah. I didn't want to do that because I want to sell them after this harvest. So, assuming prices are good, I don't actually know. I've not checked pricing, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Not checked it. Oh, come on. Combine, really? This combine does not like this wagon, guys. That's all there is to it. To be perfectly honest, it's not a fan. But hey, at least the combine's still moving. That's all that really matters, you know. I've got a whopping 3,000 liters now. Whoopie-doo. It is nice to have the percentage again. I did kind of miss that, you know. It's nice just to look at that and go, oh, hey, auger wagon driver, say I'm the combine, you know. Auger wagon driver, I'm 53%. So he knows he has time, but I'm on the radar, you know, kind of thing. As before, it was like, I think I'm around half, maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess you could look at your capacity and figure it out from there, but if it's a newer piece of equipment, maybe you don't know what it hauls offhand, you know, kind of thing. So it's like, oh, I'm 38% full, let's go. How about that? Cash me outside. So it's a whole thing. It is a whole thing. It is a whole thing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, well, we're down there. He's good to go. We need to get our sheeter brought over, because why not? I actually need to go fill him up. Oh, and I do have some plowing to do. I flubbed up last time, and I planted 11, 13, and 21, so they will need to be subsoiled out. Though I swore I did 11. I don't know. I flubbed up on that one, so it is what it is. I will just have to plow them this time. Not a big deal at all, honestly, in my opinion. So just something we need to be aware of. Man, wheat's gonna be real on these fields. That's okay though, because we have a truck, and hauling is a lot easier these days. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. let's get what we can. Get what we can. And then we'll buy what we need. Because as you guys can tell, we are officially like broke up there again. So, I mean, what else is new, right? Alright, so we need a seed and a couple fertilizers. A seed. Why not two? Didn't mean to hit it, but that's okay. And a couple of fertilizers. And we're basically gonna be broke. That's okay. I think we can take a loan. Yeah, we need to get our loan paid, but we can take more if we need. That's actually what I'm kind of looking forward to doing with the soybeans, is getting that loan worked down at least a little bit, because it's pretty high still. Almost $1 million out, whatever, 960, whatever it was. Like that's a lot of money. You know, I always try to put myself in like the, man, if that was real life, I would like have a heart attack if I had that much out in a loan. I'm just saying, that's a lot of money. Should have gone the other way, by the way. Should have gone around that way. That's so much money. That's so much money. And then I always think about, like, right now, as of recording this video, the drawing's actually tonight, but, you know, occasionally I'll buy a Powerball ticket or a Mega Millions ticket, you know, a lottery ticket. It's $2. I know I'm never going to win, but it gives you that dream, the hope of, man, if I won, what would I do with the money? The first thing I would do is tell no one. Like, I'm pretty honest and open in these videos, I feel like, and you know, in my streams and stuff, like, I feel like I'm pretty honest with everybody. But I would absolutely never tell probably anybody from this whole Twitch, YouTube, experience or whatever through any of this. I probably wouldn't tell any of you guys. I'm just throwing that out there, and that's nothing against anybody in particular. It's just, man, if you suddenly have that kind of money, they're going to be coming out of the woodwork. I'm going to have cousins that I never knew about. You know, the big thing would be just to not tell anyone. And that would be very hard to do, by the way. It would be very difficult. But I would have to just not tell anybody. The other thing would be claim it under a business name, not like my name or a trust or something. There's ways you can do it. You know, the big thing is going and, you know, finding a good financial guy. My dad has a good financial guy. So, okay, Combiner's not going to play along there. You know, go find yourself a good financial guy that you can trust and get you a lawyer or two, or actually, honestly, with that much money, a couple good financial guys and probably at least 2 lawyers just kind of in my back pocket at all times in case anything comes up. And then I don't know if I could do this, but I think I could. I'd, of course, have to talk to lawyers and stuff, but my theory's always been, like, if I were to win that kind of money, before I would tell anybody, I'm talking, like, friends I've known in real life forever, they would have to sign a non-disclosure agreement because I don't want anybody talking. You know, that's not, it's not the problem of who I would tell, it's who they would tell. That's where you run into problems with the kind of lottery winnings and stuff like that, is you got to watch who you tell, because they're going to tell somebody and word's going to get around. And with that much money, you don't really want word to get around. You know, you start fearing for, like, your life at that point. Like, people hold you for ransom and stuff, you know, like messed up stuff, you know, that obviously should never happen. But you never know. With that kind of money, it makes people do crazy things. So, I don't know. The dream is always there. It's like, man, it would be so cool. God, what would I do with that kind of money? I mean, save, invest a lot of money. Actually, what I would want to do with a lot of the money is go down kind of by the farm. You see, where the farm is pure floodplain. Like, it's floodplain. But I would come back in towards town a little bit where, say, the farm where my grandpa grew up, or Actually, hang on here. How's this go? Yeah, it would have been my great grandparents. Yeah, great grandparents. Okay, they grew up on this farm, and actually my grandpa grew up there too. But what it ended up being was like my great grandpa on my dad's side married the farmer's daughter across the field. So those two farms are still there. One of them still has some buildings. The other one still has the house, and I don't think any original buildings. But it's like that's kind of where the quote modern day of my family started, in a way, you know, because those are like dad's grandparents. Like dad knew them, so it would. And actually, mom remembers them. A couple of the older siblings in my family remember them. I don't. They were gone sometime in the '80s. I think they passed. So of course I don't remember them, but you know, that would be kind of cool to have those two farms, because actually part of the, we'll call it the grandma's family farm, actually just got sold and going to be turned into houses eventually. So it's like, I would want to stop that because farmland is important, and people don't realize how important farmland is. They think their food just magically shows up at a grocery store. It's not the case. It's got to grow somewhere, you know? Just saying. So I would definitely want to put the brakes on turning a bunch of our good farmland, and that's good dirt too. That's the shame. That's the bad part. Turning a bunch of our good, really good farmland into houses, I would want to stop that. I really would. There's plenty of other land to build houses on in my area. That's not good farmland. You know, maybe it's a little hillier or whatever. There's land. You don't need to take up the good farmland. That's just my thing. That's my beef. Anyway, I'll quit yipping about that, because that's kind of a hot topic, right? Kind of almost, I want to say, political at times. It could be. But I know, you know, there's some big developments. Let me put it that way. Actually, the one that bothers me right now is our first immigrant that came to America from Germany with my last name. We're not going to say my last name, of course, but the first immigrant with my last name, 100 acres. He owned 100 acres at one time. Towards the end of his life, of course. He had a fair bit of land there, 100 acres, and they are building houses on it about 2.5 feet from each other right now. And it's kind of a shame, honestly, to see his land get turned into houses is honestly, it is a shame. So now there's nothing I could do for that piece of land because it's already done. They're building them. I mean, I guess you could go in there and buy them all and knock them down. And go knock down a bunch of brand new houses. That would be great. I mean, talk about ways to waste money, right? No, I definitely wouldn't do that. I like to think I'd be pretty smart with, you know, any kind of lottery winnings, especially that kind of money. My gosh. Like, you could be dumb and still have money, you know? I'm just saying, if you really wanted to, you could be pretty dumb with that amount of money and still have money. As long as you invest something. You know, you've got to invest something. Say it's a I think it's $550 million right now. As of recording this, of course. And say after taxes, you only get about 200 million. Or 220, whatever. You take $100 million, and it would be, you know, take work, of course, to invest that kind of money, but you take $100 million and you put it away and you never touch it. And if you need money in the future, which, my God, you're going to spend over $100 million, I mean, it could be done in investing in land and stuff like that. But say you blow $100 million, which you never should, but you could. You just live off the interest of that other money that was sitting there. You know, you never touch the principal investment. At least that's how I would do it. Now, I'm not a super smart money guy, but, you know, if you invest money and you never touch it and you live off the interest, like, I don't know. I think you'd be pretty well set for life. That's just me. I don't know. I don't know. But it would be very interesting. It'd be very, very interesting. And, you know, I would do fun things. I would travel a little bit. Not too much right now, but I would travel. I've actually wanted to do the Major League Baseball stadium tour, and I've talked about this before in videos, but I've always wanted to do that. Like, take a summer, to take a couple months, and I wouldn't fly. I'd get like an RV bus type thing, and just go to every Major League Baseball park in 1 year. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think that would be a ton of fun, actually. I really do. I think that'd be really cool to do that. And then maybe the same with like a hockey. Probably not the NFL because I'm not really into NFL, but like hockey would be fun too. So, but do it upright, get nice seats at everything, maybe a box even, You got that kind of money, you can afford to do that kind of stuff, I'm just saying. you could have a lot of fun with that money. And of course, the other thing is, there'd be a lot of good that would happen with that kind of money as well. At least, in my opinion, I would do a lot of good with it. There's some charity type stuff that I would definitely help out. Extra Life would be very important every year, of course. I would have like, one of the biggest donating Twitch channels or whatever. Just saying. But see, that's where it gets difficult. Because I'd have to do it like anonymously, through my quote business name or whatever, because I wouldn't want people to know that it's me donating that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Because then you guys would be like, John, where are you getting all this money from? So, it'd be a whole thing. But trust me, I've definitely thought about it. I've thought about all of it, guys. I really have. I don't know if that's good necessarily to think about it, but I definitely have. I definitely have. But, I would think most of you guys have thought about that kind of stuff, I mean, why not? Why not, man? It'd be something if you could take $2 and turn it into 550 million. My God. That's crazy. Absolutely insane. But it would be something. It really would be. But, yeah. Anyway. And we were talking about this in TeamSpeak the other day. I would keep this house that I live in. I may even live in this house still that I have right now. It's the only house I've ever lived in. It's like the memories, the feels, I want to stay living here. I like my neighborhood, kind of. I don't like when the it's like in the afternoon when like the schools get out and stuff. This street turns into rush hour, but other than that, like the street's pretty quiet and calm and cool and collected and stuff. So it's not too bad. But it does get annoying. It's like a super highway. And I'm not saying I'm close to a school. I may be, I may not be, but it's just there's more traffic in town around that time of day, because you got all the little hooligans going to and from different practices and whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. It gets annoying. I can tell you that much. Personal experience-wise, it gets annoying. So there's that. So like I was saying, guys, at the end of this video, I'm going to jump ahead quite a bit, probably. Not going to have time to work on it today, but I will try to get a couple fields knocked out before we come back in the next video. And I'm going to have to edit real fast. Alright, guys, we are back after a brief phone call. I need to remember to turn my ringer off while I'm making these videos, but it was my mother calling, so of course I had to answer. You know how that goes. But anyway, we'll wrap this video up here, and then I've actually got to go make dinner, apparently. Didn't know I was making dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but apparently I have to go make dinner, so that's what we gonna do. But that's all right. It's all good. No worries. No worries. Anyway, but yeah, I can't remember. Oh, lottery and stuff we were talking about before. Farm Sim. I'm liking this new update, by the way. And actually, as of recording this video, we got like a week, and then the DLC is going to be out. So, looking forward to that. I will be bringing it into this series. I guess that'll be a good time to start on animals with that DLC, with the baling stuff and whatnot. So, we'll probably have to do that. I guess. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, UPS is outside my house right now. UPS is outside. But yeah, I guess we'll start with maybe some cows. Because we can make those silage bales and stuff. I guess we'll do that. I guess we will. So that'll be interesting with the Anderson Group DLC that's coming out. It should be out. Yeah, probably the next video I record, it'll be out. Actually, no, probably not the next one. Maybe the one after. We'll see. I don't know how much time I'm going to have later this week to record. So we will see. But anyway, guys, that was Field 14. And no, we're nowhere near. I keep thinking I'm like out of time, but I'm not. Gosh. Let's just keep plowing on, boys. Keep plowing on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Gonna start 13. Gonna have a Windows notification. Why do I have Windows? No, I have all that crap turned off. No. The joys of Windows 10. You get notifications when somebody sneezes three doors down. You know, and Windows has to let you know. Did you know your neighbor down the street, Steve? We'll call him Steve. I don't think there's a Steve that lives on my street, but there might be, actually. I don't really know. There might be. I don't know. Used to be a Steve. When I was growing up, there was a Steve. He was a nice guy. Very nice guy. What was his wife's name? Oh, I know what his wife's name was. I'm not going to say it because that's too much, but she died of leukemia, actually. Steve was a nice guy, though. They moved away, and then last we heard she was really sick, and she had passed from leukemia, so kind of unfortunate, but, you know, I guess it's one of them things. It is what it is, and as far as I know, he got remarried and raising their kids and all that good stuff. So anyway, Steve was a nice guy. Steve was a nice guy. Wouldn't mind catching up with him. He was like, I don't know, he was like the dad of the neighborhood when I was younger. Because he was, you know, older than me, of course, but not that old. But he was like a cool dad. Like he had an older son. He had a son that was about my age. And we would hang out quite a bit. And, so Steve was like the cool dad on the neighborhood, because he was like the youngest dad in the neighborhood, you know, on the street kind of thing. Like my dad was way older, and Casey's dad was way older, and so it was cool. Steve was like the cool dad. He's like, man, I understand video games and like all this other stuff. Steve would hang out with the boys, you know. Steve was a good guy. Anyway, enough about Steve. So random. So random. Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, we're going to break out the old Rubicon here for just a second, guys, and then we are going to call this one a video here in a minute. Like I was saying before, I will definitely skip ahead and get a bunch of these fields harvested. I'm actually now, because of the Anderson Group DLC thing, we need money. We need money. I totally forgot that was coming out soon for the series, so we definitely need some money, and so we need to get this harvest done and get it put away. And actually that'll be perfect if we, I don't know if there's anything in that DLC that has to do with straw, because we're gonna have all this wheat straw laying down, so we may do something with some of that. We may bale some of that and save it, put up a hay loft. I don't know, probably just bale it and save some, and not go crazy into baling, because we do that on multiplayer. I don't want to do that in single player. I'm just saying, I have enough of it in there. So there's that. There is that. So we're trying to, oh my gosh. Put the booms up maybe. Still doesn't help. That's how you change the front tires on a Rubicon, guys, right there. Go find you a hill and a little low spot, and away you go, right? Anyway, trying to turn and burn these fields here just to get them done, and yeah. We need to cut those trees down over there too. Around field is that 21. Definitely need to do that. That'll make us a little bit of money. We need a trailer though. We need a trailer that'll haul wood chips. Unfortunately, we don't have a trailer anymore. that'll haul wood chips because somebody sold it. You can't see me right now, but I'm holding my hand up and saying, like, thinking, me. Yeah, it was me. I don't know why I sold it. I should have kept it. I didn't think about wood chips, though. So that, or we'll just use the thing and run it right to the sell point because it has a, what, 100,000 liter capacity. So if that'll work. If that'll work. I don't know if it actually will or not. So we'll have to try that sometime. But as far as next video goes, guys, we'll be wrapping up the harvest over on the home fields and finishing up everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one a video. I do appreciate you guys watching. Look forward to that Anderson group DLC in the next video or two. Probably two. But look forward to that for sure. And until then, I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. It's been like 6 years. You think I'd know how to say it, but no. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. And I just totally butchered that outro. But have a good day and toodles.